The question nobody wants to ask is, what if a three-digit number is stopping you from getting a dream home, a business loan, or a lower interest rate? Have you ever pulled your credit report and felt confused? If you have looked at words like charge-off up collection account or derogatory remark and thought, I do not even know where to begin, this is for you. We are going to walk you through how our credit restoration process works. From the first conversation to seeing real results. No vague promises, no confusing language. Just a clear, honest, step-by-step explanation of what happens when you work with us, why it works, and what you can realistically expect along the way. Stay with us until the end, because we are also going to share real-world scenarios based on our clients. So you can see yourself in this process and understand that recovery is just possible. It is structured, it is methodical, and it starts with a single decision. Who comes to us? Our clients are individuals who experienced life. It is important for you to understand who we serve, because there is a very good chance you see yourself in one of these situations. They may have a medical emergency that turned into a hospital bill, a job loss that led to missed credit card payments, a divorce that disrupted stability, a student loan that ended up in default, a car repossession during a rough patch, an eviction that still shows up on a report years later, a judgment that was filed without the person even knowing it happened. We regularly work with people carrying late payments, collection accounts, hard inquiries from multiple credit applications, repossessions, charge-offs, evictions, bankruptcies, judgments, child support debts, and student loan delinquencies. These are not rare edge cases. These are everyday realities that affect millions of people, and they are exactly the issues our process is built to address. The most common thing we hear from a new client is this: I did not know I had options. That right there is the problem we exist to solve. Step-by-step process. Our process has 6 core phases in our credit restoration process. Each one builds on the last. Step 1. The initial consultation. Everything begins with a conversation. In your first consultation, we sit down, or connect digitally, and we listen. We want to understand your current financial goals, whether that is qualifying for a mortgage, launching a business, reducing interest costs, or simply getting to a place where your credit score reflects the person you are today, rather than the setbacks you experienced in the past. We listen to your financial goals and understand your timeline. This conversation also helps us understand what matters most to you. Step 2. Pulling and reviewing your full credit report. Once you are onboarded, we pull your credit reports from all 3 major bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. This is critical because the same account can appear differently across all 3 reports. A collection that shows as paid on one bureau might still show as open on another. We do not work from a partial picture. We work from the complete one. Every line item is reviewed: the account history, the reporting dates, the balance figures, the status codes, and the identifying information associated with each account. Step 3. Identifying what can be disputed. This is where the strategy begins. Not every negative item on your report is legitimate. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, every consumer has the legal right to dispute inaccurate, incomplete, outdated, or unverifiable information on their credit report. Our team goes through your report with precision and identifies which accounts, which reporting dates, which balances, and which status codes are legally challengeable. This includes late payment entries that were reported in error, collections that belong to someone else or were never validated, hard inquiries made without proper authorization, charge-offs reported beyond the legal timeframe, and a range of other issues that many consumers simply do not know they can challenge. Step 4. Building and submitting the dispute. Letters. Generic. Templated dispute letters rarely produce results. We do not use them. Every dispute we file is built specifically for your report, your creditors, and the specific legal basis we are asserting. We reference the relevant federal statutes, cite specific inconsistencies in the reported data, and demand either verification or removal. These letters go to the credit bureaus, and in many cases directly to the original creditors and collection agencies as well. Timing, language, and legal grounding all matter here. And this is where professional expertise separates real results from frustration. Step 5. Monitoring responses and following up. After disputes are filed, the bureaus have 30 to 45 days to investigate and respond. We do not just submit and wait. We actively monitor the incoming responses, track every account we have disputed, and analyze the outcomes. When a bureau verifies an item we believe is still challengeable, we escalate. When a removal is secured, we document it and move to the next account. This is an iterative process, and the follow-through is just as important as the initial filing. Step 6. Ongoing guidance and credit building strategy. Removing negative items is one part of the equation. Building positive credit history is the other. We work with every client to develop a practical strategy for strengthening their credit profile, alongside the restoration work. This means discussing responsible credit utilization, the role of secured accounts, how to approach new credit applications strategically, and how to protect the progress you're making. Credit restoration done right is not just subtraction, it is construction. What is reviewed? We examine every component in detail. That includes accuracy of your personal identifying information, your name, address history, social security number, because mixed file errors, where another person's data appears on your report, are more common than most people realize. All account statuses, including whether accounts are being reported as open when they have been closed, whether payment histories reflect the actual dates payments were made, whether charge-off dates are accurate, and whether any accounts have been reported past the legally permitted timeframe. A charge-off, for example, can only remain on your credit report for 7 years from the date of first delinquency. Collection accounts follow the same rule. We verify these dates on every single derogatory account. For hard inquiries, unauthorized inquiries can be removed, and removing a cluster of hard inquiries can have a meaningful impact on your score relatively quickly. Judgments and public records are reviewed for accuracy of the filing date, the court of record, and the associated balance. Bankruptcies are examined for correct discharge dates and proper classification of included accounts. Student loans in default or deferment are reviewed for proper status codes. Child support entries are examined for accuracy against legal records when available. What is disputed? We dispute items across all categories of negative reporting. Late payment entries that appear in error, perhaps you paid on time but the creditor logged it incorrectly, are among the most common and most impactful disputes we file. A single 30-day late payment notation can suppress a score by 60 to 100 points or more. Collection accounts are challenged on multiple fronts. We dispute unverifiable debts where the collection agency cannot produce the original signed agreement. We dispute accounts that have passed the statute of limitations for legal collection in the relevant state. We dispute collections that were re-aged, meaning the reported date of first delinquency was pushed forward to make the account appear newer than it is, which is a violation of federal law. For repossessions and charge-offs, we examine the reporting dates, the balance figures, and whether the account was sold to a third party. When a debt is sold, it must be properly notated, and the original account must reflect that. Double reporting, where both the original creditor and the collection agency report the same debt, is a common violation we identify and dispute. Eviction records on credit reports are scrutinized for accuracy against court documents. Bankruptcy entries are reviewed for completeness and correct status. Where judgments appear, we verify the court record, the filing date, and whether the judgment has been satisfied or vacated. Information that must be reflected accurately on the report. Your next step is one conversation. If you're ready to stop wondering what might happen and start knowing where you stand, we're here to talk. At 𝐲𝑠consultant.com, we've helped people like you deal with payments, collections, and other credit issues. We know what to look for and how to fix it. We can help you build a credit report. Visit 𝐲𝑠consultant.com to schedule a consultation. It's a conversation where we'll look at your situation and tell you what we can do. No pressure, no sales tactics, just clarity. If this helped you understand the process, please like it, share it with someone who needs help, and subscribe for videos. Wise Consulting Enterprise. We could help you in such.